Everybody,
stability.
we did it, everybody. Welcome to
So
the Heavy
structurally sound.
Welcome to the Heavy Leather Topless
Feel
Dance
those
Party.
joints.
All right, number one, let's talk about that. We fixed the sofa now for almost 2 years now. We've had this sofa and it's been falling to pieces, and now Chris Knievel.
Yeah, and
his
you're like,
beautiful wife,
Stacey,
Rebecca,
it's
put it back
broken on
together.
your side. I don't know why.
That's mean.
Isn't it?
No, it was always broken on
That's
your side,
mean.
though. It's not that you broke. Anyway,
Things don't break on their own.
that's true. I mean, I didn't break her side.
They don't break on their own. That's the tough reality that I'm living
I feel
with
like
right
this
now.
is getting into a really uncomfortable interpersonal
That's
discussion.
where I like things to be, but it's not right for the show.
That was a $30 couch.
First of all, let me say this. It's an incredible show tonight. International glam rock superstar Adam Bomb is here.
Yeah.
He's going to be playing with the Lagoon. This is the biggest night of the Lagoon's life. And so we're going to see what they're made of
Don't blow
tonight
it.
because they are on all night long. It's incredible. Also, funny lady Carolyn Riley's here. She's going to make you laugh.
Funny.
And our own Pearl Buttons is going to do an incredible number with the Black Leather Lagoon.
Aww.
All that tonight on this very show. Let me introduce everybody. My name is Ken. You might know me as internationally known rock writer, Sleaze Grinder. Everybody knows the Sleaze Grinder.
Yeah.
That's accurate.
To my right, there she is, everybody. It's America's other showgirl. It's Pearl Buttons.
Yeah.
If you want to see what she looks like soaking wet, you can go on Instagram. She'll show you.
That
Oh, hi-oh.
I was caught in a rainstorm.
Caught in a rainstorm.
I
Post-storm.
think that needs to be said.
If you want to see
Preface
photos
it.
of me wet, you can stop by my website. I have a PayPal too.
Yeah, you can see if you want to see Chris Keneally wet, you can go to his website, chriskeneallywet.com.
Pubicthickets.com.
WhatCanelyWet.org.
And to your left, Ken,
Wet Keneally.
is
And to my left, there she is, everybody. It's the Chachi to my phone, Stacey DC,
Yeah!
who just announced to me that she's going to grad school out of nowhere.
I'm going to try. I got to take these tests and
Oh
stuff.
my
I'm
God.
not going to pass them.
yes, you are. I believe in you.
Thank you.
How's that going to affect your television schedule?
Nothing. I mean, obviously, grad school is the last
Okay,
on the
good.
priority
All right.
list.
All right, very good. Hold on one
Let's be
second.
real.
I just want to show you this. This is my very own copy of Adam Bomb's 1984 album, Fatal Attraction, which I'm assuming sold many, many millions of records.
Oh, you need the back too.
Oh, yeah,
the back
there
is.
it There it is.
back.
This looks exactly the same too. It's the 30 years has done nothing to diminish the incredible Adam Bomb. So we're very excited to have him here. Where is he? Is he here? Because it's time for him to play some rock and roll. Here he
let's
is,
use it.
everybody, playing with the Black Leather Lagoon. It's Adam Bomb.
It was 20 years ago today. Sergeant Pepper taught the band to play. Though it's going in and out of style, it's guaranteed to raise a smile. So let me introduce to you the action of all these years. Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. what love is. I'm ready, and I'm willing, and I'm able to rock and roll all night. I'm ready, and I'm willing, and I'm able to rock and roll all night. Come on, pretty baby, gonna rock and roll it till the dark daylight. I'm ready, and I'm able, baby, come and play. Gonna rock and roll, yeah.
Incredible. Adam Baum, come on over here. Let's talk to Adam Baum. Let's find out everything there is to know about Adam. Incredible job. Black Leather Lagoon. Let's hear it for the Lagoon too.
Woo-woo!
Yeah! Have a seat, Adam, and let's talk. This is Adam's dog.
Collect your
Yeah,
dog.
doggy's here.
Do you have a microphone for Adam Baum?
Thanks, sweetheart.
All right, here we go. By the way, so say hello to Adam there, Stacy.
Hi.
I just
Hi.
want to
Hi, Stacy DC.
I just want to show you a couple things here from the incredible Adam Baum. This is how much rock and roll this guy has lived. He's already written 2 books, everybody.
Yeah.
And all the stories haven't even been told yet. That's the incredible thing.
How much more
That
sex?
goes to about 2003.
Yeah. So there's still so much more.
I got in a lot of trouble after 2003.
Let's
Let's get into it.
Yeah, let's talk about a couple of key moments here.
Yeah, highlight the last 15 years.
Let's go back.
How about a peek in a pit?
I don't really
does-
give a fuck because I have this dog. And
It's adorable dog.
By the way, let me say this.
He's
One
a
of the things-
YouTube star. You can see him in the Adam Bomb video, Stranded, or I Want to Forget You, Just the Way You Are.
One of the things that Adam Baum is known for is the phrase, the song, the band "Rock Like Fuck." And let me tell you this, Adam Baum. The day that I met my wife, Stacey Dunn, who is the director of this show.
Big hand.
Let's hear it for Stacey Dunn.
Stacy!
Yes.
I was wearing a "Rock Like Fuck" T-shirt. True story.
Yeah!
Which, looking
No
back,
wonder you guys hit it off so fast.
How did you get a Rock Like Fuck t-shirt?
well, it was actually a Dragons T-shirt. Dragons also
Okay.
stole.
All right.
They stole "Rock Like Fuck" from you, maybe. I don't know, Adam. I don't know the legalities of that, but it was a Dragons T-shirt. It was "Rock Like Fuck." Looking back, Probably you shouldn't wear a shirt with "fuck" on it for your first date. I mean, that seems a little outrageous.
loved it.
But it worked out in this.
Must have worked. Well, I'm
worked
glad
out
I
in
could
this
help.
Instance. Let's go back, Adam, to that night in 1990. We're going to do a couple of things about the incredible story of Adam Bomb. Let's go back to that night in 1993. There you are. You're playing a show in New York City, and Axl Rose strolls in. Right?
No, actually, it was the Loft.
Okay.
It wasn't actually a show. There was this place called the Loft, and
All right.
everybody would go hang out at the scrap bar.
Yeah.
And they do a lot of coke. And then
Okay.
4 o'clock would roll around. Where could you go?
Yeah.
And go home. Nobody wants to go home then.
Right.
So we arranged this place called the Loft because it was a loft.
Yeah.
The place about this size, and they had some shitty gear. And they would
Everyone's
set
a
up
sucker
play.
for a nice
And then we
loft,
continued to
right?
do drugs until the morning light.
Right.
And that particular night, Axl Rose came in with Sean Penn's brother, the one who died.
Right. Chris Penn
Chris.
of Reservoir Dogs.
And I
fame.
remember Chris Penn had these film cans. Remember when you used to have cameras and used to have
Sure. Yeah. Right. Film cans.
film cans?
The little canisters.
He had a film canister full of blow.
Full blow.
So
Blow,
he was
by the
really
way, that's
popular. And Axl
cocaine.
was smoking these cigarettes with holders,
Right.
like Hollywood sort, like
Right.
that.
Rock like fuck.
Like in
Classy.
Breakfast at Tiffany's.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, exactly. But I guess they were.
That's
historic.
undeniable, really.
But he was, in his prime then. He was, gorgeous and really cool. And I was playing with the band, and we were singing "Can't Always Get What You Want," and just this guy starts doing the Axl dance right up next to me and bumping
Right.
into me and singing on the chorus. And I look around, it was Axl. But I kind of knew him, so I hung out with him at the Cat Club a few times.
Right.
And,
there you go.
Thank you.
Isn't it true that Axl wanted Adam Bomb?
He told me
In
once
Guns
at the
N'
Cat
Roses.
Club that he saw me play with TKO in the only show that we did in Hollywood
Yeah.
at the Troubadour. And he mimicked how I moved on stage at the time, which was kind of like pretending I was drunk.
Yeah. Right.
I had this little, my
Yeah.
drunk
Were you
walk.
pretending?
Like I was drunk, like wasted. But
Yeah.
I'm not much
you
of a
weren't.
drinker, no. But then he was sort of mimicking my little drunk dance. And he said, but Izzy and I were afraid to ask you because we thought you would have turned us down.
Yeah, because you were too big for
Well,
Guns N' Roses.
I lived with Izzy, and I was a one guitar guy.
Yeah.
So, and I also did not think that he was very good at the time.
Right. And he stole the crab dance from you. That's the truth.
No, it's just I don't dance like that. I dance like a guy that's about to fall.
Also, let's go back even further. This is probably, I would imagine, 1980 or so. Ace Frehley gets kicked out of Kiss, right? And they're looking for a new guitar player.
Ooh, I was a kid, and
And guess what happens? They go, Adam Bomb.
well, I had just done the TKO album. We'd come back from Hawaii, and I had this great tape, but we had no deal. And then I read an ad in Billboard saying major group looking for a lead guitarist. Must be 21 and 6 foot.
Yeah.
I was 16 and 5'3".
Yeah. I was
But,
I was trying to do the math in my head, and I don't think you're 6 foot. You're not 6 foot now, right?
No, I'm not.
Okay. All right.
So I just lied, basically, and said I was 6'2" and 21, and sent this picture of TKO, and Eric Carr called me up, and it was really nice. And I flew out to Hollywood and got to audition for them, and I kind of knew I wouldn't get the gig. I
Yeah.
mean, I felt like a little kid around them, and I was also worried because I was a pothead.
Yeah.
And, it's very big no-no to do.
It's like the
Stuff
classic
like that around
story of your
Kiss.
first job, really.
Right.
But I got to play
Lying.
Firehouse with Gene Simmons, and that was just like the coolest thing in the world, especially when Gene was young and skinny.
Did
Or
they-
younger?
Did they pay for the plane?
No.
No.
My stepmother did.
What?
Or
Ugh.
my father did.
Oh my God.
Poor Gene,
Luckily,
he
I had
could've
rich
stayed
parents
with
at the
that
time.
Let's-
No, Eric Carr made it specific. We can't pay your ticket, but
Did they feed you at all?
no, I got to play with Kiss. That was enough. At least they didn't charge me $2,000 to audition like they probably would now.
Not even a sandwich, though.
Not
Is that
even-
a thing? They charge to audition now?
Oh yeah, I'm sure they do.
That's probably next. What are you doing?
What's next? Yes, Carolyn Riley had a funny joke about your dog. Can I tell you?
Yeah.
She was like, that dog either looks like a puppy or 100 years old, and he really does.
He's the master of the universe.
How old is he?
2.5.
Okay. Neither. He's neither.
He's
Okay.
world renowned. He's been all over. He's been to Holland. He's from Holland. He's been to Germany.
Does
He's
he
been to
just go under
Berlin.
the plane in
Vegas.
Trauma Town?
Yeah,
Do you ever worry what they're doing with him under the plane?
No, because I take him with me. I have a service dog card.
Oh, nice.
Anyone can
Nice.
get
That's
one.
the way to go.
That
You don't
is-
have to tell them what your disability is, so you don't even have to be disabled. It's a scam.
It really is, for sure.
For $90, you can get one too.
Also, when was your record? 1980 for the first record, 1984.
1984, 1985.
1984, 1985. And this one had the incredible hit, I Want My Heavy Metal.
Awesome. With Cliff Williams of AC/DC.
Right.
Are you related to him?
Sure, yeah,
Yeah, okay.
for sure. Obviously.
Tell me about the time you wrote the hit song, I Want My Heavy Metal.
Well, I was working for my dad, the only job I ever had, working at my dad's bakery. And
Ooh, he owned a bakery?
he owned a bakery.
yeah, that's pretty good.
It's a famous
Brenner
bakery.
Brothers Bakery. It was famous.
It really
The
was?
Brenner
Jeff
Bakery,
Tate.
yeah.
Of
Brenner
Queens
Bakery
Ride
is
Frame,
famous?
when he was just Jeff and not Geoff.
Okay.
Worked at Brenner Brothers Bakery.
Okay.
Did
I
you
got
change
the
it to
job.
Geoff for fun? Was that like a more appealing
No,
name?
it was cool. My dad helped all the rockers of the Pacific Northwest. My dad was one of the coolest guys in the world.
Yeah.
I grew up in a baker's house.
Yeah.
But I was sitting
Incredible.
on the flour sacks and like
Yeah. There he was.
I was dreaming of getting the fuck out of that bakery and going around
Really?
the world.
Right.
And I wanted to write a song about like dedicated to rock.
Yeah.
That's impressive. I feel like I could feel pretty at home at a bakery.
Yeah.
I miss it.
Yeah, me too. You can
but
always go back.
I'm not going to do that work.
Where's the bakery now? Is there? Is
It's
there
in
one?
heaven with my dad.
Oh my God.
My cousin, when
Where
I
it
dropped
belongs.
out of it, my book goes into it, but when I dropped out of it, my dad and his wife sort of sold it to my two cousins who took this bakery that my grandfather started in the early 1900s and they blew it out in less than a year.
Sons of bitches.
And they had 70 employees at one time.
What
But
is-
if
what-
it was probably my choice to
Yeah.
stay, it would probably still be there.
Right.
But I chose a different
Did you
path.
blow
cho-
it with the
but listen-
bakery?
But listen, you chose a different path. You became an international glam rock superstar. So what's the biggest crowd you ever played for, Adam Baum?
Oh, God.
Yeah, go ahead.
10, 20.
10, 20,000?
10 or 20.
No, 10.
How many people are here?
great.
I played Gods of Metal.
Yeah,
But it really wasn't my crowd. Gods of Metal in Italy, I think, was 30,000 people.
30,000 people. That's pretty
But
good.
we weren't on the bill. We couldn't get on the. We were on the Wasp Buy-On tour. Like we could open for Wasp in clubs, but we had to get our own ass on festivals, and these big festivals didn't want anything to do with us. But Wasp canceled their tour in the middle of it,
Yeah.
and we had Wasp passes. So we went to the Gods of Metal festival, said we were Wasp.
Said you're a wasp.
Yeah, just to get through.
Yeah.
Lots of lying. I'm learning a lot of
It
lessons.
worked. We got
Yeah.
backstage, pulled up the van. My road manager, bass player Dennis, he figured that he could talk their language,
Yeah.
and he got us on for 15 minutes. Caused a riot.
The whole time people thinking it's wasp.
And they were pissed off when they
Yeah.
saw me with my pink guitar. They got pissed.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I'm trying to think of how disappointed I would be if I expected
Yeah.
wasp and I got Adam Baum.
Have you ever been arrested for fraud or like stealing somebody's identity?
I almost got arrested for starting a riot.
Even
That was
better.
For us
That
on
was
that
the place in
particular
Italy?
show. Yeah,
And even
it took him 20 minutes to clean the stage.
one of my favorite, because everyone's throwing
good.
stuff at you, right? Yeah. That's what they
But
do.
it was awesome.
Isn't that a weird thing? I feel like that's something that they do in Europe in festivals is they throw stuff at you.
Yeah, tomatoes.
Bottles of
But
piss,
they do it-
everything.
When
They
you have
do
a
it when
crowd
they're-
that has energy, whatever it is, if it's negative or positive, I can
Yeah.
usually feed off of it.
Yeah.
I'm not afraid of a crowd like that. I opened for Metallica and Armored Saint in 1985, and for a glam rock guy,
Yeah.
that was not the maximum
Right.
bill that I should have been on.
Yeah. But did you win them over?
I don't really know. It was too
Yeah.
much of a roar.
Yeah.
In Europe, it's
I mean,
confusing.
the guys
like,
that I played with were actually scared.
Yeah.
I mean, it scared them. I wasn't scared. I'd
you
let
get-
them kill me,
have
but
you-
I'm kind of a crazy motherfucker.
Did you ever get hit off, banged in the head by any bottles or anything? Or you just be
No.
able to dodge them all?
I could dodge them. I could
Okay.
see. I was like egging them on.
Yeah.
Like I'm a little bastard that way.
And even now, you're, 35 years into your career or something like this?
I've been playing guitar since I was 13. I am 54, so that's
I don't know
41
math, but that
years.
Seems like a long time.
That's a fucking long time.
And even recently, just last year, was this last year when you were in Spain?
Yeah.
Didn't the band quit halfway through the tour?
Yeah, and I had to do it on my own.
That's, by the way, that's where you learned you could be Adam Bomb just by being Adam Bomb.
That's my drum. I
Yeah.
can tune the guitar down to a bass.
Right.
But it's a lot better with a really good band. And
Yeah.
people expect the band and the fireworks.
Like Black Leather Lagoon, for example.
I'm not one to not show up. So if you had it booked, I had to do it.
Right.
I played with some really shit guys, but
Yeah.
I played with some really good ones as well.
Yeah.
But like,
What's the best way to keep a band? Obviously, you know how to lose a
them.
band.
Did you learn any lessons?
pay them a lot.
Yeah, I guess
don't
that's
have
the way to
that
do it.
money.
You took him to Spain. That's
Well, they were
pretty
already in
good.
Spain. They were already in Spain.
Oh, okay.
They're Spanish guys. Right? You just
I mean,
pick them up on the
you
way.
usually play with kids, and they're like hoping, to like get themselves
Yeah.
to the next
Like
level.
Adam Bomb is going to launch me.
So it's happened
Yeah.
with a couple people, but
Yeah.
usually they just try to do it with get their connections in their own
Yeah.
band.
Yeah.
They didn't want to be Adam Bomb and
Right.
Well, when you
Classic.
put together a band and you go through all these motions and you teach them how to live on the road and die on the road and protect
Yeah.
yourself from cops and all this stuff and
Right.
and learn the set, it takes years and it becomes like a family.
Yeah.
And it's really hard to keep together. I mean, I didn't do as much as I could to keep these bands together because I knew I had to take care of my daughter and it was
Right.
just going to end. It was like a train that was no way to get off.
Yeah,
you
right.
know, and the only way to get off of that train was to jump, and I just had to jump off. And I guess that's the easiest way to
It was
get
it was-
off a
it was-
moving train.
It was
just
fun to
jump.
read about. So anytime that Mr. Baum gets back on the road, make sure you read his Facebook because he'll tell you exactly how
What's
well it's
going
going
on.
or not going. It's fun.
The
it's
peaks
fun to
and
read
the
about.
pits.
Yeah,
They
exactly.
keep shutting me down, though. I've lost 2 Facebook profiles for using the name Bomb.
Yeah.
just Bomb.
That's his
Yeah.
goddamn name, everybody. He's been Adam Bomb
help
since
it.
1981.
There's also
for
a couple
crying out loud.
rappers. I mean, I just live my life. I don't give a fuck.
Just
about stuff like
grandfather him
that.
into the system.
Yeah, just let
God
him,
damn it.
Just let Adam Bomb be Adam Bomb for crying out loud.
I lost a lot of gig
2018.
contacts because of that.
Say what?
I lost a lot of gig contact. Like I was booking
Yeah.
a lot and contacting venues and stuff from that, and I had hundreds of venues, and I just disappeared when they shut down my thing.
Also, here's what I like about this guy, Adam Bomb, is just like myself. This Adam Bomb is not living in the past. He's sure he made records in 1981, but is he here to talk about records from 1981? No, Adam Bomb is living in the now, and that's what I like.
Preach,
It's like
man.
playing rock and roll.
That's right.
Kudos.
You know?
Not enough people are doing it.
Right. Me and Adam Bomb, we're staying current.
Yeah.
We're drinking new blood.
Who else has lights on their guitar like
Right.
that?
Exactly. Nobody.
Truth.
That's right. Not even Ace.
What's the plan? What is the you ever think about like launching in just an incredible comeback?
Well, I'm gonna go back to Europe.
Okay.
I have to. My girl's passport's up, so she's got to go back.
Oh, she's going back.
Doggy wants to go back to,
Dog,
to
is
Holland.
that a
God,
European
he's-
dog?
He's got a European passport.
Oh my
yeah.
God!
Aw.
Could
So
you guys
worldly.
tell looking at that dog he was European?
Yeah.
You could
Very,
tell.
it's very clear.
He's cool as fuck. He doesn't give a
Okay.
fuck.
All right. What let's guess. What nationality is that dog? Look at him. What do you think that is? You think he's Dutch? What do you think is?
Maybe a Basque dog.
He's
he-
Dutch.
He's Dutch. Oh my God! I
Was
nailed
it Holland that gave it away?
I don't know. I just had a Dutch vibe. So you're going back to Europe. I think here's what I think.
I'm
Adam
gonna
Bomb.
open for Angel and Heavy Petting in Scotland
Yeah. By the
in
way,
October. I
the
try
way-
not to think about touring again, but I have to. Just now that my daughter's out of school and
Right.
it's just time.
yeah, you got to get back out there.
But then I have to get a new
gotta
van
get
and
outta
a
here,
new
too.
band and all this crap. And
Yeah.
like, start over again.
What do you do? So like, what do you do? Do you put like, do you put like something in Craigslist? Like Adam
no,
Bomb's coming to town.
I've never advertised for musicians.
Okay.
I just can't.
Okay.
What do you do then? How do you
Yeah. How
find
do you get
them?
them?
I kind of ask some friends or guys that I played with before, and usually when they turn me down, I sort of get to a roundabout way of getting somebody that maybe knows them or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
Occasionally, I've just, some guys contact me on Facebook and said, "Hey, man, I really want to play with you." And I look, "Where you live? Spain? Okay.
Yeah.
Learn my songs, get a drummer."
Yeah.
That's exactly
Do you
what
have
happened
any-
in Spain, but it can backfire on
Yeah.
you.
Right.
These
Do you have
guys
any
are
sort of
shit.
disclaimers that you sort of put out there for potential bandmates?
If I actually wind up talking to them about doing a trip on the road, I warn them completely about,
well,
listen,
maybe what
you-
are the top 2 things we need to know about working with Adam
One.
Bomb?
bring enough
One, you might go
socks.
to jail.
You might go to jail.
You might go to jail.
2, you're not going to make any money.
Wait a minute. This sounds like a great gig.
Yeah.
Number one.
Broke,
Number one, you're gonna
broke
go
and
home broke.
incarcerated.
Number two,
You
Fine.
have money, but you'll spend it. I mean,
Yeah.
it's like
Wow.
nobody's gonna get rich working for me.
But you probably go to a good jail. They probably have good jails over there in Europe. Okay.
No.
I imagine.
I've had some of my best times with bandmates in jail.
Yeah. And also, I think here's what I have to say about Europe. If you go and
Never
play,
lasts more than a few hours.
if you go and play in Europe, first of all, people come to see you. So that's number one. That's important. It's important to have people come and see you.
That's probably the most important.
Number two, I think you tell me if I'm wrong. They'll feed you if you go and play. Like they'll give you a plate of
I do
spaghetti.
pretty well. I can make money and I can sell merch. And if you won't buy a CD, I'll get $1 out of you just for buying a piece of paper for a chance to win one.
Nice.
I mean, I'm pretty good with pulling money out of a crowd of 20 or 100 or whatever. It's not. I don't really do it for money. It's like a hustle.
Right.
It's
You just
going
got it
out
in
there.
you.
Yeah.
Atom
'cause-
bomb forever.
And you could go home with 10, 20 grand. You could go home with nothing. It's like gambling. I could get 10 or 20 grand and piss it away. So
Rock and
It's
roll
just-
is alive,
It's
baby.
really something. It's really
life
something.
on the road. It's about living, surviving, carrying on.
It sure is.
And it's not really about the gig you're doing. It's about the next one, you know, so.
Well,
That's
this has
kinda
been
what
truly incredible
life
to
has
have
been.
Atom Bomb here. There he is, everybody. Atom Bomb. We're going to hear a little bit more from Atom Bomb in just a bit. All right, Atom Bomb, go back over there. Okay. There he goes. Atom Bomb, everybody. The incredible Atom Bomb.
And Doggy.
And
the dog.
doggy.
And the dog. There he goes.
Hi, puppy.
But now, everybody, you guys know how we do it here on the show. We
do
have
it.
some music and we have some laughs. Thank you, Jen, for keeping the math for me. Here she is. I don't even know how we got her because she's one of the top comedy acts
We're
in
lucky
town.
tonight.
So we are very, very lucky tonight. Here she is. She's going to make you laugh. It's Carolyn!
Woo!
Thank you very much. It's great to be here. My name is Carolyn. I just turned 23 recently. It's my first year. Thank you. It's not a huge accomplishment, but it's my first year being out of college. It's also my first year not being president of a student-run organization since 2003. And I'm losing my mind. I step on the T down here in Boston and look around, and I'm just like, these people need a leader. Just something to believe in. I went to a really wholesome Christian prep school growing up, which was weird for me. I think they'd be incredibly proud to see me on this show right now. I will send them all a recording. But all the kids that I went to high school with are doing this thing. It's called Ring by Spring, where you get engaged to be married by the spring semester of your senior year of college. And yeah, it's really off-putting. So I'm like scrolling through my social media every week. There's another engagement post, and I'm just like, I thought I unfollowed you after the election. It's really a good way to filter them out, though. But no, I was complaining to my hairdresser about this recently because like they're all saying this stuff about how they can't wait to say their vows, and I'm like, you're 23 years old. Like, I don't even think your vows count at this age. Like, I think in sickness and in health need not apply if you are still covered by your parents' health insurance. And my hairdresser was like, well, Carolyn, you don't want to be too picky because like you could end up like me. I'm 33 years old and I live alone in a condo with my dog. And I was like, Christine, I need you to back the fuck up and tell me exactly how you got this far. Like, will you be my mentor? And what kind of dog? So many questions. But I feel like that's such a common fear, like growing up, that girls especially are afraid of like dying alone in their apartment. Like that's what we're raised to think is our biggest fear. But like for me to afford living in Boston, I have 5 roommates. So when I hear that a woman died alone, like in her own space, I'm like, that is my aspiration in life. I was seeing a guy recently, and it was supposed to be casual. It was just supposed to be for fun. I knew that because his goal in life was to become a personal trainer. Like his goal. Like he wasn't already that. But after a while, like things started getting kind of fun. He was teaching me fun ways to exercise. I was teaching him how to spell big words. So I said to him, I was like, hey, like I know this is supposed to be casual, but like I wouldn't mind if we took things up a notch. And he said, Carolyn, I really respect you for your honesty and your candor. And while I've come to respect you as a person, Oh my gosh, no, he didn't say any of that. Jesus, can you imagine? It's like, no, what he actually said was that he couldn't be in a serious relationship right now because he had trust issues with women and he was too scared of getting hurt like that again. So he didn't want to like be with anyone now. I know, he's a soldier. So I was like, okay, bye. And then 2 weeks later, he rebounded by sleeping with my roommate in my apartment while I was home. Yeah. People always like ask, they like can't even believe that this story is true. They always want to know like what my roommate's deal is, and I'm like, I wouldn't like tell this story just so I can go bash her. Like that would be super unprofessional of me. The dude's name is Zach. He can be best reached at 617-670-4013. Feel free to reach out with any comments or questions. I know I've got a couple, but no, I forgave my roommate because she got me an apology cake. She got me an apology cake that said, "I'm sorry for being a C word." It said the actual C word. I can't. I was raised Catholic. The other C word. And people were like, "Oh my!" I was like, "I can't even believe that you wrote this on a cake." And she's like, "I didn't. The guy at Market Basket did." You can pay them to write anything on a cake, apparently. So I got Zach a cake that just said, "Megan has HPV." And that was it. All right, that's going to do it for me. Thank you guys very much.
Carolyn Riley, everybody! Carolyn, come on over here. Bring that microphone with you, and we'll talk a little.
Yeah.
We'll get into the Carolyn
She pulled the cake thing,
Riley
man.
business. We saw Caroline, Stacy, and I on some Comedy Central showcase, right?
That's
Yeah.
correct.
So I'm assuming you have your own TV series now. That must be how it works.
Yeah, it's
Right?
almost, yeah, that's how
You get-
comedy, it's
you-
very fast.
You do a
That's how
showcase
we
and
were
then you
ta-
you get picked up. That's what they call it.
Yeah. And your first audition. That was my first audition for anything on TV.
Really?
I think that you just get it the first time.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
That's,
And here you are on TV.
and
It's,
yeah,
it's
so
incredible.
It all worked
how
out
it
for
works.
me.
That's exactly right. She is
Yeah,
on TV
that-
now.
Here she
It
is.
counts. It counts.
When's the last time you were on TV?
I don't think I was on TV before.
Really?
You
Probably
did
been, like,
incredible
local-
eye contact with the camera.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Very good.
thank you. It was horrifying.
Let me say this. Was it really? Let me say this. Carolyn Riley, if you Google her, she is not the lady that murdered her kid. You should know that
Right.
I
now.
did not.
This is a famous Carolyn Riley who poisoned her kid
In Massachusetts, too.
in Massachusetts.
It's I never get jobs. I'm pretty
How
sure.
old was the kid though?
It was like 2.
4.
It's
Or-
weird.
oh,
Like
yeah,
depending on
before.
the age, that's like how I evaluate how fucked up it is.
I was going to say my fear was that it's like an age kid that I could have had. Like if it was a teen, no one would think it was me.
Right.
But like
But yeah,
an
you could've-
infant,
you
I could
could've
It's
totally
like
Totally
under
kill an
5,
infant.
really fucked up. Between 5 and 18, kind of understand it.
All right.
You go
I
from
don't.
there.
And by the way, this is this is something that happens. People Google you, and then maybe that's the right one, and maybe it's not. You know.
Yeah.
I don't show up until page 4 of Google because there's a goddamn
right.
famous jazz musician named Ken McIntyre,
Oh, that's the worst.
and also a semi-famous hockey player.
Mm-hmm.
So those guys are before me, which is really annoying.
It's all right, pal. You're legendary. We
Yeah.
know it.
But I wonder if poisoning runs in the Carolyn Riley name. I mean, have you ever thought about poisoning somebody? It's a good way to go.
No.
Really?
I guess it'd be the easiest way to like not get caught, but
Let's talk about this roommate situation of yours.
that is the
that
closest.
really 5?
That is true. I
So-
live in a
I
house
th-
of 6.
I feel like
It's-
maybe you could get by with 3.
But
Yeah.
so one of them, you're telling me that one of your roommates
Yes.
had sex with your boyfriend.
No. We had broken up.
Oh, you had broken up.
It wasn't. It
Your
wasn't that
ex-boyfriend.
serious.
Ex-boyfriend.
Yeah. 2 weeks later,
2 weeks later.
at a party at our
That's
apartment.
not
How
enough.
close
That's
were
not
you and
enough
your
morning
roommate?
time.
We were very close. It was a horrible situation.
How did he present the situation to you after the fact, or
no,
did
no,
she?
no. I
Is this an
found out-
alcohol thing? Like,
Did they tweet
did that
about
make it okay?
She told me she wasn't going to tell me, and my other roommates threatened to tell me to her. So she told me via Facebook Messenger
That's classic.
in
you
the
find
same
out
apartment, which was
via
incredible.
somebody else.
Yeah.
So how
outrageous.
did it
Yeah.
go from there? You lived with this person,
I still live with her now, and I do not speak to
and
her.
you haven't poisoned her
and
yet.
I have not poisoned her yet.
Shit.
But let's not give me too much of a
Yeah, but now
a
you're
case
back
for
out
it.
there. There's
yeah.
bigger fish in the
Oh
sea.
yeah,
Yeah,
there's
for
plenty.
For sure.
Who don't
Also,
still live with their parents. But
I saw your Carolyn was in a short film
I
that was made, I believe, by Alex Giampapa, who we had on the
yeah.
show a few weeks ago.
He and I, he directed it. We co-wrote that together, and it
Very
was
good.
super
It's called
fun.
Entry Level. It's about It's about Carolyn interviewing a guy for a job, but then there's a twist, right?
Yeah, it's the date.
You just gave away the twist, man.
That's the twist.
I mean, do you want to see the movie?
I guess it's not a surprise.
Yeah.
I guess
You'll
get
find
right
it's only
away.
like 2 minutes long total, so
Yeah.
it's not a huge spoiler.
The one thing I wanted to talk to you about was one of the questions that you asked him was how much trash is on his nightstand,
Oh yeah.
and it really got me to thinking.
How much trash is around your nightstand?
I can't deal with a cluttered nightstand. I never have a
Yeah.
cluttered nightstand.
I
have
think
it.
it's phases in your life. Like, it ebbs and flows. How much
Right.
trash is on your nightstand? Like,
Right now, Carolyn Riley.
yeah, what's the
What's
garbage?
my nightstand
Yeah,
situation?
what's going on
Oh, it's
with it?
pretty low key. I work from home, so I do keep like a tight ship because
'Cause you have
otherwise
time to.
I'd be like clinically depressed.
Can I tell you something? I worked from home for a few years
Mhm.
when I was just writing, freelancing, and you think like, this is it. I made it. I made it. I don't have a boss. I can do my
Yeah,
own
that's
thing.
where my
Yeah.
bar is right
But
now.
here's what happens: you go
Hometown.
3 or
Stressful.
4 days without talking to anybody.
Yep. If
My
I
wife
didn't have
goes
comedy,
to work and that's
Sign
it.
me
I
up.
don't see anybody all day long.
yeah, I don't
Great.
even have a wife, so that's even
Right,
worse
yeah.
for me.
And so I didn't have to. I had to do whatever job I had to do that week, and then I was done. You can only masturbate so much, you know. And then
I want to
just-
try.
what
I
else
want to
is
do
there?
it all day for a while. I need to get it out of my system.
It's like,
shooting
there's like
blanks.
masturbation and lunch, and then
What
there's
is
still
like-
4
what
hours
is
till
the
my wife
thing-
comes home.
what is the
so I'm
thing
just
that
napping
you
on the
do?
couch.
What's the thing?
That's
That
what
you're
my life
like,
was like for
I gotta
years.
stop. I know that was yours, but what's
It was
your
too
thing?
much.
What's my masturbation?
No,
Uh,
yeah, what's your
Go ahead,
masturbation?
what's-
Probably
what's-
like internet shopping is
Okay.
the
Really?
hardest thing to do.
Ooh,
Like
I'm
today,
doing
I
that
had
at
like a
work, too.
shipment. I like stress purchased Levi's, so I had a whole shipment, and I was just texting my friends pictures of me in jeans.
I feel like that's better than snacking.
Yeah, no, it's definitely hard
good for you.
to not eat constantly, but
Also, here's something that I thought about when we saw you the first time, is that you have an air of general sanity about you, which you don't really see.
Refreshing,
Yeah.
yeah.
You don't really
I've-
see very
I've
much.
been told people don't know how I'm in comedy.
Right.
Yeah,
Because you look like you could be, some sort of professional,
I
something.
fool people. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
good.
And I wonder if that helps or it hinders the comedy if you look like, somebody that can actually hold a.
I think it's helped
Okay,
overall.
all right,
I
good.
think because I've like treated it like a job.
Yeah.
'Cause it's something that I want to do for
Right.
a career. So
Yeah.
I've just always been that way, and people kind of like make fun of me for it, but it's
Yeah.
like working out now. So I'm like, mock all you want, but
Oh, am I wrapping it up? All right, I'm wrapping it up. I'm really thrown off by the timing. We're gonna find out in just a few minutes about where we can see Carolyn Riley next, because we just got a little taste. You're gonna want a full bite of Carolyn Riley. Now you just got a taste. So there she is, everybody. Carolyn Riley. All right, get out of here, Carolyn. We'll see you in a couple of minutes. But now we're keeping on track, Stace. I don't know math, so
I told you I could do the math. It turns out I
you
cannot.
You have not helped me with
I
this math
can't do the math.
whatsoever.
I'm
It's in
sorry.
metric, guys.
I'm never gonna go to grad school. I'm sorry.
Well, thankfully, I've got this crackerjack crew that's helping us out. This next performer needs no introduction because she works here. Here she is, the incredible Pearl Buttons with the black leather Lagoon.
Yes.
Sometimes I feel like I do, run away, I do, get away from the things I do to the holiday.
my God, incredible. Pull buttons,
my
everybody.
God.
And the Black Leather Lagoon. What a great. That's, of course, Tainted Love, popularized by Soft Cell, but originally by Gloria Jones. Am I right about that? I feel like I'm right about that.
You must be.
It feels right. Pearl, come on over here if you would, and you can tell us about how that all came together. You,
God, you look good.
yeah, you look incredible. Can I tell you something?
Does this mic
Luxurious.
work?
Yeah.
This is such an attractive
Moves away.
cast of people. I don't even understand how I
quit.
got here. I mean, everybody is so good
Do we
looking.
belong here?
This is a facade.
Even the crew, if you turned around the cameras around, you'd be just as impressed with the.
Just like cumulative. How
I'm-
many minutes on all this today?
It's just hot people. everywhere.
Cumulative today.
Yeah, cumulative
I
today.
think I need to know that.
Total 2 hours today.
Okay. That makes me feel better.
I'm actually just like a sea hag. I'm not. This is all a facade.
Well, it
It's
looks
not even my
good.
real hair color.
Pull buttons, everybody.
Yeah!
Secretly a sea hag.
Stacy DC, everybody.
Yeah!
And now, are you guys ready? You guys ready?
We're ready.
A little bit more rock and roll. What a night of music tonight! It's been an incredible, and you gotta give it up for the Black Leather Lagoon, who, by the way, are doing such an incredible job.
Multifaceted individual.
Who could even learn all this stuff? You know,
Not me.
I just want to say parenthetically that my band Corpse Paint, we have a song it's called Acid Ghost Killer, and it's only got 11 words, and I still don't know. And we've been practicing for a year, and I
11
still don't
words,
know all the
Paul.
words.
We'll run through flashcards tomorrow.
Flashcards.
How about that?
I don't know how these guys do it, but
Mnemonic
they do
device.
it. There they are. One more time, everybody. It's Adam Ball.
Come on, 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 come You wanna be in my game? Oh yeah! You wanna be in my game? You wanna be in my game? Oh yeah!
Adam Bomb, everybody!
Hey, Ken,
Yo,
I've been told this is your birthday show.
it is my birthday.
Happy birthday
beautiful cake. Can we
Read
get a shot
it.
of that cake? It says 49. Totally fine. No worries.
Special request.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Very good. All right. Take that if you would. All right, everybody. Thank you. Incredible. I can't wait to dig into that. It's the end. It's almost the end of the show, everybody. So let's get Adam back over here. Let's get Carolyn over here, and we'll do everybody's plugs. What an incredible night. Before we get to the plugs, by the way, let me say here. Let me go. Okay, come on, Adam and Carolyn, go on over there. Let me say that next week it's really going to be something, everybody. Oh, it's going to be incredible. The Gamaguchis will be here, everybody.
Whoa.
The Gamaguchis.
Nice.
Funny Man Drew Dunn. Fashion show from May Valor, who's over there in the corner somewhere. And both Blue Hill and our old pal Neff McCrary is going to be here next week. That's next week, everybody. That's happening. But right now, look, there he is. It's Adam Baum. Let's find out where we can see Adam Baum next. What are you gonna do next? What's the next thing happening with Adam Baum?
Let's see, I have a gig this weekend, somewhere, Lackawanna. I have a cover band near my house, and we play rock and roll. It's Wheelie Fest.
Lackawanna, everybody. Wheelie Fest. All right, sit down, Adam Baum. There he goes. Just sit down there, if you would. Here you go. There you go. There he goes. There he goes. All right, very good. Now, let's move on to the incredible Carolyn Riley. Let's find out where we can see her next.
You can see me I actually host a show in Union Square here in Somerville. That's every second Thursday of the month. It's called Stand Up at the Green Room, and it's super low key. There's no microphones, and it's just like comics kind of, telling stories and being chill. And it's BYOB, so you can rage. And that is on, the next one is June 14th, which is a Thursday, and it starts at 8:30.
There you go, everybody.
Nice.
No microphone, which sounds so. What?
BYOB though.
Yeah, BYOB.
Yeah, it's.
I'm
I don't
down.
know how legal it is.
Where's the green room? Is this? Yeah, is this a
It's
real
right-
establishment?
It's on,
What are we even
it's on
talking
Bow
about?
Street, 62 Bow Street. It's down
Is
like.
this the house? The basement?
No, it's like
What is
just
she-
a room that people rent.
It's
It
a
looks
real
like
room.
a place where
It's all
a
these-
like creepy piano teacher would teach classes.
Alternative spaces these days.
Where
It's
we
incredible.
belong, buddy.
Let's find out where Pearl Button's going to be next.
On June 2nd, I will be at Bull Mansion in Worcester for an immersive Game of Thrones dinner party murder mystery burlesque show produced by Nikki fucking Luparelli. Yes. I'm gonna play Sansa Stark, and I'm so pumped because I get to buy another wig.
Hey, let's find out over there. There they are, the incredible Black Leather Lagoon. What's happening with the Lagoon and all of their ancillary, is that a word?
Yes.
First off,
That's a word.
Thank you.
I ain't your aunt and I ain't your celery. But you can check out our band, the Gala US. This Friday, we're going to be at Mideast upstairs. It's the Babes album release. We're going to be with the Knockups and Hambone Skinny. And yeah, come and do backpack shots and fucking huff some shit with us.
Wait, what about Sammy? Sammy, what are you doing? Hey, is May Valor over there? May Valor, you come over here for a second. She's got a big radio show. She wants
Maybe
to tell
she's
you about
born
it.
with it. Maybe it's May Valor.
Hey, yeah, come on back here. May, look, it's Adam Baum.
And a puppy.
He played with Johnny
Precious.
Thunders and Mike Monroe, to name just a few. Incredible.
Kind of look like Michael, a little bit.
Oh, thank you. That's a big compliment there. May Valor, you have a radio show. You want to talk about it?
Yeah, Monday nights at 10 to midnight on WEMF. I play glam rock. I talk to local people about whatever. And you can tune in online. I woke up 5 minutes ago.
Nice. That's very rock and roll. And also,
We left her a very aggressive voicemail.
Really?
Yes.
What was the voicemail?
I don't know what everyone else said, but I said, "Bitch, where the fuck are you?"
Yeah, and of course, next week, of course, May's fashion show, which is going to be. It's going to be dynamite. Look, Angela has something to say too. Angela, we're running late, so you can say something. Go ahead.
Say it.
God, you can say it.
We've got time.
Wednesday nights at the Model Cafe.
Someone's gonna let us DJ.
We'll be spinning glam rock records all night, starting at 10. Every Wednesday.
Yeah.
Lipstick Killers.
Yeah.
And by the way, Adam Baum's records are for sale, and his books are for sale. You can get them on Amazon, right? They're big sellers too, right?
Huge. Massive.
Sellers. By the way, are you gonna write any
Boogie
more?
Stardust and the Empress of Clubland.
Are you gonna write any more? Or are you finished?
I'm supposed to write a third.
Oh my God! So part 3 is coming soon. Are you working on it now?
No.
What's the process? How do you write these things?
Usually the publisher demands that I do something, and then I just immerse myself for a couple of months or 6 or 8 and write it. You should know you're one of the greatest writers ever. Sleaze
right.
Grinder.
That's right. And it's my birthday. Can we go now? Because I really want to eat my cake. Are we finished? I feel like we might be.
Can we
Dragging on.
Yeah, we're just.
play us out?
Are we ready to go? All right.
No.
My wife is back there.
I mean, I'll keep talking.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Yeah.
This is an awesome show because they don't usually have rock TV shows in television studios in the days of YouTubers. You're fucking awesome, Ken, and I applaud you for doing this, man.
Thank you. And thank you, Adam Baum, for being here. By the way, I've been listening to this guy since 1985, so it was a huge thrill to have him on here. And he drove all the way from Pennsylvania. I'm not even sure I know where Pennsylvania is.
Straight
so
on
that's
84.
80
One fucking freeway.
One freeway.
One freeway.
All right, I'll come down to see you at
5
the
hours.
outpost. Is that cool? Can I come down to Lackawanna?
Yeah, come down to
Let's do it.
stay with me in the hideout.
Fantastic. We're going to do that. All right, thank you, everybody.
And
This
Doggy.
is the part of the show where we dance. If you don't want to dance, you can
Are
just
we gonna-
stand here and we can awkwardly look at the camera. And there they are, everybody. The Black Leather Lagoon.
We're dancing for 5 minutes.